What's up, guys? Hey, it's Christopher Rausch, current host of the Raw and Unscripted show with yours truly. Yes, thank you very much. Hey, coming to you, sitting in traffic. Don't freak out, not fucking driving and not paying attention. Anyways, just want to share with you, you guys are coming along for the ride while I rehabilitate myself and become stronger and rediscover who Christopher Rausch really is, and the coaching and the speaking that I want to do for the next, I don't know, for foreseeable future. And I have been, at the request of my coach, or the suggestion of my coach, yes, I do have a coach. Actually, I have a few coaches and a few accountability partners. That's how dedicated and serious I am to doing this. She suggested I talk to source more and be more connected and more in flow. I'm a very cerebral person. I'm a very analytical thinker, ADHD on crack, you know, all the above things. So her recommendation was to talk to source. I'm not a really super religious person. I do believe in a higher power. And I do believe we're all connected. So I've been giving that a lot of opportunity. I've been talking every day to source. I've been really doing a lot of inner work on myself to truly find who it is I am at this point in my life. I mean, I'm 50 years old, I'm not 30 anymore, and I'm welcoming this transition so that I can bring you guys along with me and we can grow together and truly become unstoppable and not have a life of regrets. Let me close this for a second before there wasn't any noise. So in kind of thinking about this, I've been listening to my book, Letting Go, by David Hawkins, I think it is. I just talked about it on my podcast last week. It just actually dropped on Tuesday. And in that, I talked about that book, Letting Go, and I was like, you know what, I haven't read it or listened to it in a while, so I popped it in on my Audible, and that combined with listening to an interview yesterday with Ed Milet and David Goggins. If you don't know who David Goggins is, you've been living under a rock. This guy is a fucking machine. And if you think I swear, this guy makes me sound like I am a Christian nun who hasn't talked in a month, you know? But again, he speaks from passion just like I do. But at any rate, the combination of listening to Goggins, who is really just truly unstoppable. I mean, the guy is a maniac. Taking that with listening to the book Letting Go again, it really dawned on me the absurdity, the really true absurdity, the stupidity, the blatant disregard for our own health and our own happiness, how much we suppress or repress our emotions and our feelings. I mean, think about it. I came up, after I was listening to this and thinking about David and, you know, being his own person and just being happy and, you know, not needing anything and having that internal confidence, really caused me to think. Like, there are 5 situations right now that are stressing me, that are causing me frustration, disappointment, and I'm just choosing not to deal with it. I'm choosing like, oh, it's not a big deal, or, you know, I'll take the high road, or if I say something, it's going to make it worse, so I won't, you know, all the different stuff that we normally do. But in reality, I'm poisoning myself. I am literally poisoning myself. I'm taking this potion of stupidity and I'm drinking it, and it's causing me to take on that weight. It's causing me to take on that pain, which either manifests in physical form or obviously mental form, or both. For what? Right? When you think about if a magic genie came down and said, you know, if you become your best version of yourself, like the version of yourself that you would be if somebody was holding a gun to your kid's head and said, if you don't run 100 miles in the next 24 hours, I'm going to shoot him, you would run 100 miles. You would figure out, broken bones, whatever, you would figure out how to run 100 miles. Am I not correct? I'm not saying you could, but you would fucking try to run 100 miles. Now, I can't even run down the street, but if somebody had a gun to Jackson's head, I'd fucking run 100 miles. I might be dead at the end of it, but I would certainly try my best. That's the point I'm using, and that's what Goggins talks about, is the fact that we don't push ourselves. I don't feel like it. I do it too. I'm just as guilty. You know, I'm unstoppable, yes, very much, but there is so much more capacity that we are all capable of tapping into. And that's really where I've been going with this unstoppable thing, because I truly believe that. And I've been looking for that too. So as I search for it, I'm passionate about it, obviously. I want to teach it because I love teaching that, and we have to heal our world and make ourselves stronger. So it's just a lot of cool stuff that I came up with, but just really the absurdity of the fact that we poison ourselves by not talking, not having a simple conversation. Each of the 5 things I could tackle in one day, and just imagine how much reduced my stress level would be, which means how much more increased would be my happiness and my relationships with the people I care about, my productivity, my quality of sleep, my food choices. The list goes on and on. 5 things, I could do it in one day, get the results, and feel better. And whatever falls out of all that is meant to happen, right? What am I worried about? What, if somebody gets mad at me and tells me to fuck off? Okay, well, I just know you're an asshole faster than I really thought you were. You know what I'm saying? But it's so funny how we do that when you really, really think about it. It's just absurd. So really think about the fact that when you're doing stuff and you're not communicating, you're not being honest, and you're settling and you're miserable, you're just doing this. Oh, I mean, can you imagine if somebody said, like right now, and said, okay, if you get rid of the top 5 things that are stressing you out, if you can communicate them and resolve them, you'll live another 10 years. Would you not do that? Another 10 years? I would. I'd be like, duh, okay, sign me up. I'm going to tell everybody what I think of them. I get fired and whatever, but I'm going to live another 10 years. And with that 10 years and that happiness, what am I going to achieve? Unstoppable kick-ass freedom. All right, the car is moving. I love you guys. Christopher at ChristopherRausch.com. If you're not signed up, go over to ChristopherRausch.com. Sign up for my newsletter. I don't trust social media. I don't know where it's going. I want to connect with you. I want to create a family. I want to create a movement. And that just, all you have to do is give me your name and your email. I literally have not sent out a newsletter in probably 3 years. I'm going to start. I'm actually drafting one now. So I promise not to spam you. I just want to share what's going on and help you guys so we can create a movement and really turn this world around. All right? I love you guys. Now it's stopping again. All right, peace. And nothing about the driving. Jesus.